Hello, hello again! How you like the new waiting screen? I put all my $1 assets on Etsy and a little bit of little bit of GIMP and a little bit of DaVinci Resolve energy into it. I hope you appreciate it. How y'all been? Been a while again. Luckily, it did give me some time to play around with some stuff. So hey, yippee! If you notice any changes, I wasn't completely gone for a change. I actually did things. To be honest, I just didn't have the energy to stream lately. But hey, as usual, new Genshin update manages to drag me back from hell. So let's just start hopping into the... I was hoping to avoid that sort of thing. Oh well. But yes, a couple of changes you might notice. For starters, well, the new little, starting and be right back screens that I'm somewhat proud of. Yippee. Hair physics are fixed. I'm starting to bring my YouTube channel back together again. There is a little bit more of a delay, I think. Hold on, let me... Yeah, there seems to be a bit more of a delay between what I'm actually doing and Twitch, which is understandable, because I'm now actually streaming via WeStream, which is basically a platform that allows me to simulcast. You will not see anything on YouTube, but that's because I'm basically live streaming to a private channel there, just to make like VOD archiving and stuff like that easier. Because, not gonna lie, having the live streams in the video tab on the VOD channel is driving me like fucking marbles. That should hopefully fix that a little. Yeah, and lastly, if there's anybody in chat who has been here before and could tell me if my audio has changed at all, I have been playing around with audio settings. I mostly should be a little bit louder and a little clearer if I didn't completely fuck everything up again. But yeah, do let me know if you have noticed any changes, for better or for worse, for that matter. That kind of shit is really hard to like test out, because you of course always hear your own voice in a different way. So you never know if it's quite, there where you should have it. Which is a little frustrating. But hey, enough yapping from my end. I will probably have to yap a lot today anyway, because there is still the voice actor strike going on. Good for you, by the way. Keep striking. Don't let fucking corpos replace you with AI. You're too valuable for that. And yeah, that is basically what the strike is about, if anyone is wondering. But I think that means that some sections, or some characters rather, in this update will not be voiced because they are still in negotiations. Oh no, now everybody knows I'm a dolphin. Ah! Click that away. Yeah, I'm not sure how much is going to be gone. Not sure if it's changed a lot, but the audio sounds good. Yeah, as long as it sounds good, I guess that works. I do want a new mic, because funnily enough, the mic I'm using is technically for singing, not for speech, which is why it sounds a little much at times. But it does also mean that it came with some pre-made settings, which was really handy, because I don't have the faintest idea of like audio mixing and shit like that. There we go. Beyond the smoke and mirrors, all names are noble. Wait until 2 days later. Hey, that means I can yap a little bit more, doesn't it? To be honest, I was planning to like stream some of the new TCG card shop simulator thingy, because I found it before it started being played by everyone, and I wanted to stream it, and now everyone is already playing it, and now I'd just be jumping on the bandwagon. But I just wanted to have like a chill stream and start yapping, but then I decided, nah. I want to get some shit in order first on my channel. You know. Fix the audio, get that new starting screen. Hopefully have the bitrate crumble less, which I'm currently seeing is happening to a horrific degree. I hope it isn't too bad on your end. Or, you know, clean up the VOD channel at least a little bit. My channel is still gonna be a mess for a while longer, but hey. We do what we can here, right? We do what we can. I am basically just waiting for the signal for my VTuber mama to help me with the design a little bit more, because we are actually quite rapidly approaching lately the follower requirements to become, I'm not sure which comes first, partner or affiliate. The thing that would allow me to have emotes. And I am planning a re-debut of sorts, I would say, for that, if we ever get there. Would be fun, methinks. Especially now that I'm actually starting to engage more with, like, other indie VTubers around. Mostly on Twitter, to be honest. I'm just shy, I never reach out, I just observe them from a distance and cheer them on. Like a little good luck fairy. At least I hope that's what I bring them. Anyway, speaking of good luck fairies, hey Paimon, would you help me tear the fabric of time apart? Thank you very much. But yeah, I hope you all have been alright as well. Haven't missed me too much. Okay, so yeah, shut up. I wish I could stream more, but I swear to God, with work lately and some outside factors, like I could pull out like a fucking paint diagram, pull a tour and explain it visually, but the TLDR is just after you only have so much energy throughout the day, and sometimes work just takes it all up, and then you don't have the energy to stream at the end of it anymore. Mulani, please, to the serious. It's just running around. Alrighty then. I did sadly already get like some mild spoilers for the story, unfortunately, because people on Twitter cannot shut up or like mark spoilers for 2 days or something. Like, yeah, I suppose today would be the second day, but you get the idea. Get the idea. Mark spoilers, please. Hold on a moment. Let me just check something real quick. Let me pull out me OBS. Oh, the game audio is missing. Why didn't anybody say anything? Hold on. Why is the game audio gone? Where is you? Why aren't you here? Hello? What the frick? That is very confusing. It should be right here. Hold on a moment. It might be because I'm trying to use a new capture thingy from OBS that basically only captures the game audio, which now seems to be the case. I'm getting something. Hold on. Good thing I checked.
Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
Okay, yeah, good. Looks like the game audio is there now. Sorry about that. But basically OBS has a new feature where you can catch only the audio of specific applications, which basically means you won't hear any weird background noises again when I'm like looking something up or anything like that on my second screen. Should fix that issue at least a little bit. And maybe it will even mean that the audio continues when I'm tapped out or anything like that. To like take care of anything in OBS or something like that. Not necessarily an issue Genshin has, but something I experienced in a few other games. We shall see, we shall see.
Alright, thank you so much.
Feature is still in beta anyway, so some degree of jank is to be expected.
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion.
Oh Jesus. Going
So
to
the
war,
Pyro
huh?
Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land.
There we go. Had to fix a little. There. Now, are we am I finally set? Maybe I should start doing this kind of thing before the stream.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
That'll lead to a faster response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
I wonder, like, how all out they're actually going to go with this war arc. Because if you remember Inazuma, there the war kind of just was happening, I guess, according to people talking about it, but you never saw anything of it apart from, like, one small-scale skirmish on the side of a coast, which was, To be honest, I'm like, every time we go back to Inazuma for a new event and everyone is like, oh, the scars from the war are still not healed, I'm just like, what fucking war? We didn't see anything happen. I hope we don't have that issue again here.
So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
Aww.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break!
For the video abyss is still far from over, but the less work we take, the less we'll earn. That's probably the more Paimon option, but yeah, let's go with
Paimon
the...
knows that! It's not like
You
Paimon
know
just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
That is the face of somebody who wanted to lay here and do nothing, Paimon. Do not fucking lie to me. I know you. I know your lazy ass.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster.
Oh, also, I didn't manage to play through most of the world quests, to be honest. I played through the Mualani one and I played through the Kinich one, but I didn't manage to play through like any of the little dinosaur related stuff. So like if there's anything important from that coming up here again during the Archon quest, you are allowed to break the no spoiler rule and let me know if there's like crucial information or context that I'm missing, alright? If you played it. I still have a lot of catching up to do, especially now with the like 80% exploration reward thingy they suddenly implemented. Which is neat, but dear god, I have to hurry.
Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
Yes, Paimon, talk louder about the thing that will definitely cause public panic. Anyway, I also hope for the day peace will come soon. No, I hope the day of peace will come soon or something like that. Ah, yeah, lack of voice acting for the baby. Is that Michael and Paimon? Hello, hello.
Oh, hey,
You sound weird, Katrina. Like some sort of VTuber trying to do his best to do a more high-pitched pitched voice that doesn't completely annihilate his vocal cords. Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay at home and recover. Recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. Oh, we do not deserve you, little baby. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in more remote areas. I came here to sign up. Don't push yourself too hard, sweetie. You literally died last time. I'll do my best and I'll make sure to stay out of your way. That's not what I meant. Honey, please. Last thing I want to do is add to your work. If anything, let me protect you. Oh, by the way, Jillian told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. Oh, so that's the thing we're doing first. I was wondering whether we'd first be visiting the drunk grandma or the cat lady. She said that she's all set and we can head over whenever we're ready.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Who still has a very weird design for, like, fucking, blacksmith. Like, I see blacksmith or forger nowhere in her design. Here, welcome. But yeah, as much as I like the cat lady, and her kid is actually very fun, and like I like the thematic, she just doesn't read as blacksmith, like at all. I'm sorry. Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. Aww, and we should probably thank her when we meet. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go see Shilonen together. She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't. Oh no.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. You're the future of your tribe. No pressure though. On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Oh no, baby. Beyond the smoke and mirrors. Probably just gonna play Act 3 today. Up. Quest location is currently... Should have figured that would happen if I didn't finish, like, the world quests. Hold on. Let's start one of the best fucking features the entire game has ever pulled out. And my audio is loud on the left headphone? Hold on. That seems weird. Let me check OBS. Ah. You have a point, it's only recording from the left. Why is it only recording from the left? Hold on a moment. I will... White one. Okay, fair. All I see is it's only one of them, which is not good.
Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach.
Did that fix it? Not at all. Issue is I can't exactly like be right back this shit either because I need the audio visual. Hold on. Just no, not that. I don't want to lock volume.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Ah. Whew.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
I'm heading east. Don't you quit here.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
If you don't keep your voice down. Guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The most important part of going out to have fun is... So just show up and I'll handle the rest.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
With the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Hello? Is it working now? It looks better on like the volume slidey thingies. In OBS anyway.
You might want to get a guide.
But does it also sound better? Yep, perfect, okay. All I had to do was turning it on, off and on again, basically. The most powerful fix in all of tech support. Anyway. I hope Kilonen is voiced at least. Because I'm not sure if I can pull off a fitting voice for that character.
Carving waves!
I'm not necessarily a mommy VTuber type. Fluffy! I'm sorry, but this kind of tale just reminds me of freaking where are now. Well, the name has too many R's, I can't pronounce it. Raura Pantera from Hololive English. Kilonen, I brought the person who needs an ancient name. He's super amazing and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. Can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name. Aww.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
You don't look older than me.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
So, Marika didn't tell you that part. That kind of seemed very important.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Okay, Jesus, you don't have to say it like a slur. Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound.
Seems like a very important detail for her to just let out.
And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills.
No, your Archon did not just walk up to you and tell you skill issue.
But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Sorry. Are you upset?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
Are you upset that they're an outlander, Xilonen? Are you? Hello? And here I was thinking Paimon is the biggest racist this game has to offer.
The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
Okay, good, so no racism.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Well, she wouldn't have asked you to do it if she thought it was impossible.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Well, which do you want to go with? The time I basically purified a dragon. The time I beat up a harbinger trying to destroy a city in Lyra. The time I ended a war, the time I brought back an Archon, or that time we basically put an Archon on trial. Plenty of options, got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yeah, it's our countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
I mean, inside Natlan, I already saved Katrina, for example. Oh, well, helped save Katrina. What else did we do? Found Enjo again, which was weird. Fucker keeps popping up at the most random times.
Yeah, that's right.
He looks so dejected.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
What if we use the fact that I'm just awesome? Does that work? Source trust.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
I wonder what our ancient name is actually going to be.
Oh,
if we actually manage to get one.
Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time Cologne just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby. What?
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon.
I mean, you can try.
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Aww.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Oh, I know what you are. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the Traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
I mean, didn't we have a chat with the Wyab in the fucking Night Kingdom? That should work, right?
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Gay indeed. Also, for some reason, it keeps kicking me out of my own fucking chat, so I'm sorry if I miss, like, any messages today. It's a little janky for some reason. But I'm not sure why in the frick.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab? Which is upset you didn't stream for a while. I guess it's that could be an option, yeah.
I don't know.
Which does not like
requires
that.
a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstali.
Granny Eatstali? That's a cute
we heard that name
nickname.
before. We used her Spirit Speaker Stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
And we broke it in the process, so she's going to be very happy to see us.
A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
She doesn't really look old though, does she?
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be
Genshin.
extremely patient
Cowards.
with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
Give us grandpa character. Madame Pingwen. Yeah, she probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here.
Ha! Rocky, because we had the tribe with the Geo theme.
In that case,
Hey,
I
sorry.
guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Somehow I doubt that.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Although, how are we actually going to meet her? Because we didn't get like an area expansion or anything, so the Masters of the Nightwind tribe is still somewhere off in the nowhere land. Oh, let's ask Kinich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
I was about to say.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great, then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Go and meet up with Kinich at the location. Music is absolutely popping off in the area again. Good lord. Damn, just noticed fiddles in the room. Huh. Well, that's ominous as fuck.
Off we go.
Although again, I try to get into Legends of Runeterra again, but the single player mode is just so fucking unbearably slow progress-wise. Can't fucking do it. Can't get into it. As much as I try. Oh, Kinich doesn't have a voice either. Well, we meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Chidlali to give you a chance. I'll also take the chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Kind of happened to clue us in after we revived her. Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality. I
have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his time living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. So it was him. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Chidlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, there are...
Oro and Chidlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auron has joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Chidlali is probably eager to prove that Auron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when we go talk to her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auron and the captain's whereabouts?
Poor network detector. Ah, fucking... What do I do about this is the question. Can I fix this somehow? Not really, no. Could wait to see if it... Like, is it unbearable? Am I, like, cutting out or anything like that? Because I seem to still be somewhat functional. Also can't tell if it's like a WeStream issue or it froze for a second, and I will load it. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Okay, looks like it stabilized. Looks like it was just a momentary spike. Yeah, hiccups like that might happen now and then because of the WeStream thingy. I'll have to see if that settles down. I wish I could just, you know, get better internet, but not necessarily something I can easily pull off. Anyway. Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Chidlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole all-around situation. Two birds with one stone.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Indeed.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Lali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care, Tekinich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I should pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. No. Let's read that down. We did already see quite a bit of Chidlali in the trailer, if I recall correctly. But I'm rather curious to meet her. I do hope that we have like voices for her and Auron at the very least, because, you know, kind of important for the character interactions. Also still on lore.
Need a surfboard?
On one game again. And with all due respect, my current interest in lore, so not lore as in like the universe, but lore as in LOR, is really essentially just the potential Necrid videos coming out of it, and that's sadly about it. I'ma be real with you. Like, I like the game at the start, but having a card game not be focused on its multiplayer is just a baffling decision to me.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Well, I teleported too fast, didn't I? Back we go. Sorry about that. Oh, so this is like actually her... This is actually going to be like her workshop, isn't it? Huh. That's neat. I like it when NPCs have like their own house. Also, why did stream
Hey,
element
Shilani,
just
how's everything
throw
going?
that in? Did my stream die again for a second? God damn it. Today the scuff isn't even my... Well, mostly isn't my fault. Ah, it is what it is, I guess.
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon.
Heyo.
I have bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Did she fucking ghost us?
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Says you, Paimon.
Yeah, well,
Come
she
on now.
can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Now I'm allowed to teleport. Yoink. Also, is it just me or have like loading times for teleporting increased a lot since the Natlan update? Like whenever I currently teleport over to Marrow, because I'm still trying to get an daily commission achievement there, for some reason it takes ages to load, which makes me think that there's like some sort of reloading cutoff around here. Always been long for me, yeah, but I mean longer than like the usual. What, longer than the norm, wherever the norm may be. That's something I noticed and I found a little weird, to be honest. Your wife at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. As expected, Shilali is not there.
See anybody? Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Wow, when you said Paimon doesn't see anybody, you weren't kidding. We just went out of NPCs. Nobody came.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
Fucking Capitano did a genocide one on the arena while we were gone. Where the hell is everybody? You'd think the essential capital of Natlan would be bustling a little bit more.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
I was about to say.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her.
Yeah, she seems chill after all.
The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Well, to be fair, she is trying to save the fucking nation. You can tell though.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with.
Well, she used to be human herself, right?
Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
Ah, Paimon.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal.
Paimon!
Bother to reply to our letter!
Paimon, for the love of God, shut up!
If you want to come, she could at least let us know.
Oh God, Paimon,
That's
why?
what aging does to you. Paimon never wants to get old.
Paimon, we are old. Like both of us are probably at least 500 years.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
That is the face of someone in fucking danger. Paimon's about to hear boss music.
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Oh, I like her already.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Hello.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
I like her. Although, like, with the whole being called Granny and then looking like this thing, I think we have another Piper situation on our hands.
Ah, you must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
I disagree. There's this, there's that, there's this, like, doubt that is natural. There's plenty of makeup here.
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
You're complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
Having to commit war crimes in the course of Jesus Christ, that escalated quickly. No, please, no war crimes. We're trying to do a clean war here. Oh, well, clean war. You get the idea.
So, how old are you actually?
Oh, sweetie, Genshin is never going to give anybody any sort of number in that regard because you just know the fandom would be weird about it.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Precisely.
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique.
I like her design though, to be honest. Even though I can already tell, like, cosplayers are going to be in absolute shambles over this lady. She's as old as she needs to be. Oh, no. Red flag. Red flag. That is a loaded sentence that you hopefully don't apply to some other characters. Jesus Christ, me. I don't like it. I like color scheme and personality a lot, though. Yeah.
Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth.
Oh, her foot in mouth.
Since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
Anyway. Moving on. Ayo. Oh, she already looks so smug. Although one thing I find weird about her design. What the fuck is happening here? Did you tear open your own shirt? That is a little bit weird, but apart from that, I quite like her design. Even if the headpiece is a little big. Also, choir vision. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
I mean, that shirt is an actual fashion piece, I think. Yeah, still. It seems weird in the nation of war, though, that nobody is, like, wearing any protective gear, but that's just
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going.
I mostly just like I think that her skirt is very pretty, to be honest.
I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
I like her already. Judging by the characters, this so far is more like the nation of war. Yeah, seems about right.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me.
Well, at least you got to make a dramatic entrance, which is also worth a lot, right?
At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology.
Oh no!
Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
Oh, I like her expressions a lot. So we decided to, oi, behave now. Carousel really getting a lot of mileage out of that emote, isn't he? Good lord. Girl is an asocial disaster. Oh no. Have we found another pink-haired introvert? It's Botchy the granny.
Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Oh god, she's also tsundere. I'm staring at her. The awkward silence, no!
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Horrifically embarrassed. Oh god. Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh or even more rude not to laugh? No! Since when can Paimon speak to us telepathically? Since it was important for the comedic bit.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Oh god! This is so awkward.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Okay, good, we're back on track. Shilonen explains the Pyro Archon's request as
I see.
well as the difficulties
so
she's
Malika
encountered.
has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first.
Ancient name, is that like that name is not cooler? No, not quite. Basically in Natlan, heroes have unique sorts of names that are passed down from one generation to the next, which through some Archon shenanigans basically allows them to be revived if they fall in war against the Abyss. So basically, Maruika is trying to give us an ancient name, not only so, you know, as a symbol that we are a warrior of Natlan, but also so she can bring us back if some things go very, very wrong. It's basically a backup, if I had to put it into words. And I think every playable character so far from Natlan has an ancient name. Right. We aren't sure about those two yet, but I highly suspect that anybody gets one. Get out of jail card, yeah. Trend person get called by their old name by a faraway family number. I haven't had a name in a long time. I mean, honestly, yeah, I was about to say, if a family member that names you, you probably have other issues than that. Do not that name anybody. That is honestly one of the most upsetting things you can do to a trans person. Little PSA here from my side, I suppose.
And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Ancient names feel more like, I would say like an epithet, because they always have like a meaning, like, you know, Turnfire, I believe, was the most prominent one. And they're basically just epithets that are passed down the generation. You are supposed to get inspiration and power from the deeds of heroes past. Which, you know, makes it interesting that we can obtain one, because they have to be apparently quite literally forged from a record of your deeds. Which is cool, which is as awesome as it is cryptic, but that's hopefully what she is here for, to explain a little bit more. Anyway, we'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
I know why my brain just went switched to ancient names to think from the skeleton book series. Do you mean fucking Skullduggery Pleasant? That is a name I haven't heard in a now that is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Time to sip some boba dramatically. I don't have anything to hydrate, but you get the idea. God, that is a name I haven't heard in ages. Banger book series though. Absolute banger of a book series. But no, I would actually be more thinking about like Aragon and the true names of things from that one. Also, if you're a VTuber, does your VTuber name become like your ancient name? The name upon which your deeds are engraved? Does that mean Michael is now my ancient name? Can I be revived using Michael if I die? Only one way to find out. No.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet, again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds.
Holy shit, did she just gather where fucking... Does she mean new worlds as an ancient, or did she just gather where fucking descender from touching our hand? Also now I want to make VTubers into Fate characters. Give him another few years. I mean, technically speaking, Hololive is still working on Hollow Earth, which is going to be a VTuber gacha game. Which, you know, is going to be exceedingly dangerous for my poor ass, but that is a different story. Fate X Hololive when? Oh, please. That would finally give me an excuse to actually start Fate. Oh, I'm still so upset I missed the Azure Lane collab back in the day. And these days they don't really do any collab where they're like playable characters or anything like that anymore. Except for some reason with like World of Tanks, didn't they? Wasn't there like one collab event there that I didn't really get into more? Oh well.
O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Yes. That is both amazing and confusing. Anyway, excuse me, what was all that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night.
And why do you say that with such such an accusatory tone?
Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Aw, so worried about us.
Ah, shoo!
Oh, Jesus.
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Well, that's a fucking ominous as fuck thing to just drop on a man. Oh, don't worry about it. They were just the spirits of the dead still clinging to your body. Did you just kill a soul, basically? What the fuck?
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
What you're saying is you just healed me from potential fucking soul-induced depression. What in the Dark Souls is this? I know, right?
In that case, better to get rid of them.
Thank you!
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
Well, who the fuck is the Lord of the Night?
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Why are we only hearing about this very, very important entity now? But sure. Lord of the Night. Night? Sounds like an epic MMO boss fight. I know, right? Or like the second to last boss in like some sort of JRPG before they're like replaced with God of the Moon. Fuck if I know.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain.
Lord of the Twilight. I mean, Twilight wouldn't be night anymore.
Just listen
right?
carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
The Monarch of Fading Moonshade. I like that one. Let's go with that one. But also, oh god, not dreams again. I'm getting Penacony flashbacks, for the love of God.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
Hello, seasoned adventurer here. Master of getting weird things.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Or that.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Oh, please. As long as it's just like basic Fatui agent, they shouldn't pose a problem. We're only in trouble once we reach like Arlecchino territory or something like that. Speaking of, hold on, let me check something. Right, Arlecchino was 4th and Child was 11th. We did also beat the Piss out of Scaramouche, who was 6th. So I wonder if we'd be if Pulcinella, where Pulcinella would be like power ranking wise, because apparently we're like between the 5th and 6th seed of the Fatui Harbingers in terms of power scaling currently.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
Capitano is still number 1 though,
right.
so you know.
Now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back.
Also, we still need to find number 10.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues.
Well, did you find anything?
He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Okay, Granny, allow me to introduce you the reasons why a young man might have a jar in his room. No, let's not go with the Auroron is a neat gooner fury. I don't like that. Then again, that would explain why he's joining the Fatui if he's just an edgelord gooner. I don't like how well that currently fits.
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks
Here's
in the
a
house.
need. Yeah, fair.
That did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
But why was the jar broken then? Well, who knows? Maybe he's into glass shards. Okay, no, I don't like that.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
Doubt he has anime figurines. Would anime figurines in a world like Genshin not just be like figurines? Thoughts for later.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
Well, Fatui do have a good record of kidnapping young people.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally
They got
innocent,
light
of
novels.
course.
Fair.
Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, We'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here.
Oh god, you reminded me of Messina cutout and I immediately started choking. Oh god, don't remind me. Poor Goro is still just going through it as we speak. My man cannot catch a break.
I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
Yes, ma'am. Or grand ma'am.
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Fatui camps, I'm guessing? No, not quite. This entire area is essentially Fatui territory currently for some reason. Which is actually neat that they're doing that. They're like actually showing the Fatui's presence currently in the region. Hold on just a moment though. I will really quickly grab myself something to hydrate with. And hey, I can use this chance to show off my new BRB screen, I guess. Yippee! Give me a moment. Be right back. And for some reason it didn't. It doesn't even have the right thing. God fucking damn it! Oh, OBS, why you do this to me? Hold on. And I'm back. You don't like the way he stares at you? Well, joke's on you. I'm going to stare right into your soul. Also, for some reason, apparently my waiting and BRB screen are just using the same path and also get changed together when I try to adjust them. Which is fucking weird, but hey, I will look into that after the stream, I suppose. Anyway, now I can hydrate and y'all didn't even need to use a redeem for that.
Woo! Whoa!
Aren't I a good streamer? You don't even need to pay with channel points in order to listen to me hydrate. Truly the quality content that everyone has been waiting for. Whee! What the? Alright, I didn't expect my fish to get stuck on a tree.
Need a surfboard?
And we're here. And suddenly it's night.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui.
Oh, don't worry. We know he's playable, so we already know he can't be truly evil because Genshin wouldn't allow that.
I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kamich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Paimon, don't judge. She's going through a lot of trouble currently. Anyway, could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. And the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
Left at the side of the road as an infant. That is kind of fucked up.
He learned a lot from us.
Who just left him there?
And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Aww, his grandma. If that's all there is to him, then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements.
Elemental side mode.
Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Or that.
What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
That sounds so condescending. What the fuck?
Here, give me your hand.
Hand holding? Okay, good. No, not hand holding. Hand hovering. That is still okay. We can show that on Twitch. No hips though. Which basically already means that, technically speaking, none of this should be on screen currently.
How about now?
What do you see?
Lines. You can see the trail now. What the fuck did you do?
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
How? She only did it to me.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
Aww, the way her smile just vanished.
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted.
Thanks, it's called the big protagonist energy.
Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! Seat Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
Was she? Was she really? That wasn't a very long way
What
though.
does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go,
No!
I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me?
Please don't tell me you're about to hit us with the skibbity Sigma. Hey Paimon, you're looking pretty Sigma today. No, I hope she doesn't start anything like that.
But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now...
No, it's fine, I
Or
always...
perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't
Oh,
be
no.
it, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
She's so distracted.
Huh?
Oh, poor anxiety-riddled baby. Or Granny, I suppose. I think I just heard a voice. Wait, what was with my ears? Was it all like... Oh my god, we're reading her awkward thoughts. No!
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
No! She'll be so embarrassed. Seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looked like she understood what's going on. Let me think. It must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
So we can now hear her thoughts through telepathy. Wow, this is amazing. Something like this could only happen with Citlali. Oh god. I'm sorry, I don't like the fact that my mind immediately went there, but I'm just thinking like There being all sorts of interesting thoughts in Sidlali's head right now, and Traveler just being like, what the fuck?
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
You bet, just leave it to us. Like the potential for let's call it yabe.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's call it
Let's
some
go take a
yabai
look.
interactions is
That
most certainly
brat,
there.
I swear. I just hope he hasn't got...
Whoops.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Yeah, but we don't know if it was on yet.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened.
Meanwhile, the capybaras in the background are just absolutely vibing.
We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But
Sorry.
what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Wait, darling grandson? Oh, she really is Granny. Oh, please tell me that turned instant dynamic. That would be so cute.
No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Oh, I hope that's the dynamic. That would be so cute. Anyway, we can currently read your thoughts. We should probably just move on. Darling grandson. Aww.
Carving waves.
He does care.
Off we go. There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
Jumbled up.
I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
What do you mean you're smelling
And
elements?
each told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Oh, we're going to absolutely play into that now, aren't we?
There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auron found a chance to fight back.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Lilali looks pretty worried. Reasonable thing to be worried about. Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auron was being held by the Fatui. So, given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
You're sure that's safe? We're currently deep into Fatui territory.
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
Well, let's just hope this doesn't turn into
What the heck were you
two
doing? It's one thing to
rescue
trouble
missions.
me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
She's Farazan 2.0. Fair. She does remind me of Farazan a lot now that you mention it. Isn't it it's Farazan and Collie all over again.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you
Which
hear
is
all
good,
that
that's
as
one
well?
of my favorite dynamics in the game.
Once Seatlolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So the telepathy doesn't go both ways.
So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
Don't think she noticed anything, and don't think that's usually how that goes.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
What if she's so strong that anyone can hear her thoughts that she connects with, but everyone so far just was too embarrassed to point that fact out because she just started having thoughts like the ones earlier.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Like, that would be so funny. Like, everyone just knows the weird directions her thoughts go, but nobody points it out. Oh no.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Need a surfboard?
There we go. The usual awkward moving from dialogue spot A to dialogue spot B gameplay experience. Anyway, there are traces of phlogiston here, but...
Did you find something?
The trail completely ends here, but why are there ominous shadowy flowers?
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Amon's right, this is all extremely strange. Also...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Hello! Whose voice was that just now? Well, take a wild fucking guess, you dense motherfucker! Did he just glitch our brain? The fuck? Hi? Night Kingdom? How did I get here?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Bold of you to assume you can.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
And you're fucking tall. But what does this mean? Have you escaped Fatui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
You're an ominous motherfucker, aren't you?
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most
no,
no.
Never mind. Never mind, we're in trouble. We're in very big trouble. Oh fuck, oh god, oh no. Hi Capitano.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Also, like, I'm just saying, the little twink that is Eva currently stuck between those two very, very tall men. The fan art is going to be great. Anyway,
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
The Master's ritual? Who the hell is the Master? So you are working together.
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. In person.
I'm sorry, hold on, let me... I need to look up something real quick. Like, that voice is so fucking smooth. I have to real quickly know who the voice actor is. Because it also sounds kind of familiar. Hold on. Do I know you from somewhere? Mr. Chris Turgliafer. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry for butchering that one. Hold on. Where do I know you from somewhere? Do I know you from somewhere? Additional voices in World of Warcraft? Set in Smite? Muhammad Avdol in the English version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Well, that is most certainly a fucking title to have. Anyone else? Additional voices in God of War? Yeah, that seems about right. No, not much, not many names I seem to recognize. No, it doesn't seem like anything I recognize, sadly. Mostly seems to be voicing NPCs, which is a very badass voice to use for random NPCs. He is the yes I am man. He is indeed the man. Yes. Yeah, just gonna have fun with the scene the game Captain, don't be rough with him. Oh no, by all means. Anyway.
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan.
I don't tend to follow blindly, don't worry.
If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
I'll consider it. Oh! Now please let my soul back into my body. Oh god.
Hey,
good morning.
Now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Paimon, you should be used to that by now. We tend to do that a lot, let's be real here. I am fine though. Was my soul forcibly removed from my fucking body right now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
I just do that sometimes.
Wally! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine, just a little lightheaded.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't know I was feeling unwell until like 5 minutes ago. If they were being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? I mean, they could have just easily killed us just now, probably, so... Could just share everything with Paimon and Tidlali right now, but that mean giving up on the lead. Still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of the Nightwind. Suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else. Oh, I'm sorry for worrying your little baby.
You should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
Well, I just was there. Pardon me, anyway.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling fine now.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Shouldn't the Roran be popping up about now? Even though the situation remains quite urgent, you take a break with Paimon and Tidlali. Owen's words still echo in your mind. Meanwhile, Tidlali continues to keep her eyes on me and even performs another checkup.
Need to be more careful next time.
Those things are still too fast for my taste.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
Oh, she sounds so worried. It's okay.
Alright, let's get ready.
Like, I know people are constantly, like, shitting on Paimon and how annoying she is, but, like, whenever, like, Traveler is even remotely in danger or might be a little hurt, Paimon just immediately switches over to being so genuinely worried that always tugs on my heartstrings.
I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroran is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realize I was holding your...
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Yes, ma'am, I'll be extra hard when the time comes to come. What? I should stop with that. Anyway, stronghold time.
Off we go. Carving way.
Whee!
Need a surfboard?
Honestly, that's like... looks down with heart, ma'am, exactly. Like, the one issue I have with fucking Natlan characters at the moment, I keep spamming their abilities for traversal, which means they're always on cooldown once I enter combat.
Look over there.
Am I the only one having that issue with Natlan at the moment?
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroran. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So that's Auroran. He does look like the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
Alright, we'll take the lead.
Switch to them while dashing. Yeah, I know, but it still puts them in cooldown.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Wendom?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
It doesn't for Kinich, yeah, fair, but Kinich skill works in weirder ways compared to like Kachina or Morlani anyway.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Oh! Grandma's pissed!
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts.
Oh, holy shit,
On
she's
my
pissed.
count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Grandma kill!
Right here. Get. Let's ride.
Technically speaking, there's actually a very pretty team for this combat encounter. Oh well.
You asked for it.
can't exactly swap now.
Gather! I will have order!
They did at least fix like some of the targeting issues that Mualani had. Because she does feel a little janky to play in my opinion.
Let's get it on! Hi! Woohoo! Amazing!
At least the numbers are big.
This is order!
Right here!
That's not Katrina, stop climbing from these pole. No, actually, let's waste it. Not at all.
Check this out! Best of luck!
Excuse me, where the fuck did my fish just go? My ult just went, my planet needs me.
Right here! Let's ride!
There we go.
Auroron!
Hello!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
Gramps? I'm sorry, that's not quite my relationship with your grandmother yet. Also, why is the stream quality crumbling into dust again?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
About
How
that.
many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
I mean... Auroron, give me another pet or two and we'll talk about this again. Anyway.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh no, Paimon, we want as little of those in this game as possible.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
What the fuck kind of dog did you just turn into?
You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
Way talks definitely changed, but doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to keep things a secret, and even said before Chidali's fake language. Hello, English, motherfucker. Do I speak it? No, I don't. Anyway, so you treat everyone like they are uncles and aunties. So you treat everyone like they're your gramps and granny.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron?
He sounded like this.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
Oh,
you won't
God.
always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head!
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Oh, no! Poor little baby boy.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance.
You're grounded, grandson.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
Aww.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Aww.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? And not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Nightwind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening.
I'm sorry, I'm just loving their dynamic right now. That's like, yes, Grandma, I'm sorry, Grandma.
Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Aww.
Ugh, forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Man's really about to just get fucking grounded, isn't he?
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Hello, Miss Scott. I know a committed crime, but would you like some carrots?
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
Oh, grown-ass man.
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Man's just like, even edgier Wazer. I like him. I approve of this character dynamic. That is very entertaining to witness. I sure hope it doesn't crumble because of a bunch of lies. Anyway, you return to the city and Shidali brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Auroron. Okay, I thought it was going to disappear. From that one trailer, everyone thought Auroron would be scary, mysterious. Yeah, but now he's a bit of a dork. But the question is, you know, how is it going to be after the story is over? Cause, like, we all know that the dorky characters tend to have ominous sides to them as well. May I need to remind you of the time that there was this silly little guy in Belobog in Honkai Star Rail who turned out to have ties to one of the most powerful and unpredictable entities in the entire existence in that universe. So, you know, fuck knows where that character might lead.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
Who the fuck are you and why do you have a unique model? Sampo. Yes, Sampo, for example. Like, Sampo went from stupid motherfucker to dear God, God help us once he unleashes his motherfucking power.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Are you like the tribe chief of...
Now that you know
chief
Auroron
or
was only
something?
trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
He looks so dejected. Fucking slumped over, ears hanging
We'll give her
low.
a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
Don't
Once
worry
Auroron
about
is
it.
settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Hey Paimon, why don't you want to do like something
Come with
very
me,
distracting
Auroron.
for a moment while I
You've
head
gotta
east
find
of
you
the
a
city?
place to stay for the night.
I have a date
Goodbye,
with
Gramps.
a large man. This new grandson of mine is way too polite. Excuse me, what? That look on his face. He's probably trying to remind me about my promise. Doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Sidlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
I'm onto something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
So, remember when I collapsed? You pull Paimon aside and tell her everything that you saw earlier when you collapsed.
That captain?
Keep your fucking voice down!
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
No, he was just standing there. Menacingly!
Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
Still not completely sure. We need more information.
Yeah, you're right.
And there's one place to get it.
Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Wait until specifically 8 o'clock the next day. Sure, can do that. God only knows what sort of lore bombs Capitano is about to deliver onto us. Probably nothing good knowing the Fatui. There we go. Go to the agreed location. I mean, technically speaking, we didn't really agree on any location beside east of the city, which, you know. Technically speaking, we could be meeting at Jinwen Island now, because that's east of the stadium. More in Act 4. I mean, obviously there's going to be more important lore drops the later you are in the story, but... Let's just see what he has to say.
Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
No, Venti is still in Mondstadt. Hello.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
No, an edgelord. Have you looked at this motherfucking hood?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
I'm on, maybe don't immediately expose the fact that I revealed secrets to you.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Wait, Axolot? What are you talking about? Anyway, let's get straight to the point. Where did you leave your Fatui friend?
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I don't really care how the Fatui thinks of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
This theme is very fucking menacing.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why? Given your power, you should probably just be able to kill me.
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
It's the Fatui. They know everything.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
I also find it so interesting that the captain is in quotation marks because we don't technically know
If any part of the
a name
plan
for
goes
him.
awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
Oh, some facial detail actually under the mask.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Well, for starters, that's just your speculation, and secondly, why do you care? Why do you care about Natlan?
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged.
Why? I'm just confused what his motivation is currently. It seems a very random thing for a Fatui officer to be concerned about.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
They just punched him!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
It's Grandma! What the fuck?
How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
Lolly sounds like she's about to pull out the motherfucking sandal. You're in trouble, my man.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now,
Oh god!
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
And you also prevented us from learning any more intel. Thank you.
So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, there's no place to discipline a child.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me?
This feels like a dad walking up like, honey, calm down. We can scold our kid later.
You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Yes, man. Conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Auroron is still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. The general in his labyrinth.
Need to serve faster.
Quest return to the arena, but a trigger point before the arena. Gee, I wonder if we might be ambushed or anything like that.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it!
Well, that was a drastically different voice line compared to what is written down.
Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan?
I'm more so confused about the why. Hello.
Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Give him some time to formulate an answer. Denali, please. Looks like Auroron has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Your grandma is very upset, grandson.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
Grandpa, help me. Grandma's angry.
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
Well, it's definitely a little awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Are you comparing yourself to a pet?
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Paimon one!
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
She's so angry.
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
Grandma, no.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Well, it suddenly turned from funny to very fucking ominous.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
Oh, something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save
The
Nat.
fuck?
So I've got to go.
The fuck?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful?
Oh god, no. With him gone, we're about to be the ones getting chewed out.
Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Oh, Jesus!
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
Still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Arc and confirm what the captain said. And also, can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurts Lali deeply. Need to find a way to comfort her. What was all that about his duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Alright. Poor angry grandma. Oh, that I'm loving their dynamic though, to be honest.
Carving waves!
Although if I'm not mistaken, judging from the trailer, the plan would be to just sink the entirety of Natlan into the Night Kingdom.
Off we go.
Whatever horrid implications that might have.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Paimon, you're always hungry.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay, we can cover our own bill.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer?
I am not about to fucking abuse the fact that she's currently very upset and just wants company.
Lally has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. She seems to be having a hard time. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
We can treat you.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
The age of 30 is in demand.
That's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, sweet Lolly.
Oh.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
I'm sorry, every time I just see the term hag, and I immediately start thinking of like the fucking hag memes. With enough fire, we can refire even a dying star. Anyway. How do we go down to the inn again? Here we go. Try not to set more Lani on fire in the process. Oh god. If the memes are anything to go by, I know what's about to happen. Now I think of Tsunade from Naruto. Honestly, a fair comparison. Anyway, the three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Lani begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. No, Grandma!
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Lani, no! Oh, she is very drunk.
There's one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Oh.
I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
She looks so head-patable with her head on the table like this.
You call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Night.
How old is she?
Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
The fucking finger.
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
It's like if Faruzan was tweeted in was actually tweeted the way she actually constantly asks to be tweeted. It's glorious. Faruzan turned up to 11. Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's enough. Go on I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
After Junker leaves, Jalali downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. Grandma, no! You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. Oh god! Looks drunk to me! Oh Jesus!
Seat Lowy? Seat Lowy?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
What is happening?
Are you still with us, Seat Lowy? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really?
Oh, no.
What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Seat Lowy, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Hi, who me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Oh no. Okay, she's dancing off. She EP now. Alright, Grandma, let's get you home, shall we?
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Not good.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
Oh god, we're about to get a drunk prophecy, aren't we?
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
More like a specialty of the Grandma.
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Well, you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
Well, you sobered up quickly.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Oh god!
Hang on, just keep it in.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that noise.
Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
Oh, you sure you're alright, sweetie?
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Oh, don't worry, Paimon, it's not in the animation budget.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
We didn't ask about before.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, sweetie, you're not going to be happy to learn about what you dumped onto us while you were drunk.
That's it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely, you know the feeling too?
Honey, I'm a gacha gamer and VTuber. I know nothing about shame.
Actually, about that.
No, we just tell her.
Huh? Tell me what?
Oh god.
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So... Alright, Sidlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You described the events that took place during Auron's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Sidlali shared some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts.
So... you heard... You heard my...
It's okay, Sidlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
That is oddly specific.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Are you alright there? You look a little dejected.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Alright, no shame anymore, huh?
Really given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Oh, I love her. Oh, Jesus. Poor grandma. Poor dorky grandma.
Off we go.
Kind of gives me a bit of Freewind energy now that I think about it.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you for bringing us here.
You're making me want to cry.
Aww.
What do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Sure.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this.
Don't worry.
I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Paimon's white.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
That is quite the sentence.
Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
It's alright.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case.
Yeah, we noticed.
Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune.
What the fuck do you mean his soul is incomplete?
No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom, wouldn't that just kill him?
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further.
So he's supposed to be a fucking human sacrifice.
The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life.
Well, that explains why he's willing to work together with the Fatui.
Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Oh, survival skills, huh? Survival skill that is completely forced on him as well. That is fucked up.
But it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Nothing good, I'm betting.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back!
That should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
She had a lot of wine.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home.
Oh, Jesus.
I hit it a little too hard.
Don't worry, you don't have to do any of this alone.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Well, you can come home when your banner starts rolling around. That would help. That would help for starters.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Good night.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Aww.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Yeah, we should tell the Pyro Archon what we learned.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
We should just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's...
Does she sleep? She's still a god, technically.
Carving waves!
Whee! Alright then. Let's get some. Let's take a nap and hope that. hope that Shitlali doesn't have too much of a hangover tomorrow.
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Cologne Impulse quest should finish here. Not quite yet. We are still in Act 3.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
How are you doing?
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive. Especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing.
It's okay.
Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
She can handle it on her own, because otherwise MiHoYo would have to release a new area.
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
And about Auroron?
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend.
Be careful. Keep an eye out for Oron as well.
Thank you. Alright, I need to start heading back.
Goodbye.
The situation must be really serious.
Well, the Abyss is attacking. That's not exactly something to scoff at.
Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Mavuika about to appear like, I'm here to make an announcement. He's about to piss on the Night Kingdom. What the? Hello! The gang's here!
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
It's our new title, Paimon. Get used
Just
to
my
it.
way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once?
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon first.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished.
You got this.
That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
The fucking side-eye.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Yo, Mavuika, you have some ominous truths for us. Hello.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can do
That's
that.
alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
But we met the captain.
What?
You tell Mavuika about your brief meeting with the captain and Oron.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Well, is it true? Can the Gnosis do what he said?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret.
Obviously.
I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing.
Oh, that's why Oron is with the Fatui. Oh, that's fucked up.
Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end.
So his plan really... He's literally with the Fatui so he can sacrifice himself. That is fucked
true.
up.
Both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
Doesn't sound like something an Archon would do.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie.
Well, it's the Fatui. God only knows what they are plotting.
Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
The Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us. She seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan is the key.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a second.
Maybe a little.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land.
Like, to be fair, God knows Archons don't exactly have the best track record of being truthful with us. Like, we all know Venti and Zhongli, for example, know a fuck ton more things than they're telling us
So
at
now
all
that you have
times.
your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
Honey, this isn't the first time we're going against an Archon.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
To go into text at the beginning of the real disaster.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
She still can be a warrior even without godly power.
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're an inspiration to all your warriors.
I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus.
Morale is important.
Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fight, but a whole lot of them will also panic.
But that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Stay safe, Mavuika.
No need to worry about me.
Go to the Children of Echoes. Time for a little skirmish. It is fitting that we already have her in our team, really. To battle! And the battle is just going to materialize now that we're suddenly here.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They all made it out. Reinforcements have arrived. It's Michael and Paimon. They're here.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too. Just voiceless.
Off we go. Right here.
Making my way downtown. I wonder if I get a... Oh damn, there's actually combat going on there. Oh goddamn.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Oh, that's cool. I know there's currently like a soldier being torn to shreds, but I like the fact that it's literally protagonist, Mualani, Kachina, and Chelonan. That's a very cool touch.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Drilling down!
Spring forward!
Amazing!
I do like it when the games do that. Like actually let you play the story relevant characters.
Bring it.
Oh jeez. Yeah, a big voice.
Letting great names echo! Here goes!
Propagate!
One down. And two down.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
Not sure what it would do if we were
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Ooh, that was scary. But we did it.
By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Oh. Also interesting to just see a Sumpter beast walking around here.
Need a surfboard? Let her rip!
Guess it's a
Looks like a few people were
caravan from
hurt after
Sumeru.
all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
Well, hindsight.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
Aww. I wasn't in charge or anything, we just happened to be together. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. Don't mean to be negative, but the situation isn't looking good.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
We still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Baby hamster, indeed. I keep forgetting, do we know who the fourth viewer is currently? We know Mualani is one. We know that, Kinich is one. We know that, Chilonen is one. Who's the fourth that we currently know of? You share the captain's intel.
Specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
Right.
But it comes at a huge price.
Right. Forgot her name, but I know who you're talking about. We also know that most likely, Chaska is going to be one, so I'm guessing probably that our one is going to be like the Masters of the Nightwind one, if I had to guess. Either him or Chidlali, if I had to round a guess.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
It's probably because our plan is too risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
I'm on Marika's side too.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Well, the Fatui have all sorts of janky powers. Yeah, and isn't he from Sinisnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan? Finally, somebody's asking the same question as I am.
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Want to join our garrison, Mualani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in.
Whole gang is here.
If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
Then you should go register right away. Shouldn't take too long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
And protect her in the process. Let's be real here. Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. Alright. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Just please don't drink as much wine as the last person we had a dinner with.
Oh, you betcha!
And I will need to take a quick break. Take a piss. I will be right back. Whee! And I'm back! There we go. Idle meeting complete. Still a long way there, though. And now we just head in there and like everyone else died in battle.
Moika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here. Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
That sounds like the opposite of someone who's fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Fatui wanted to shoot you?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
Oh.
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Oh, they're fighting an abyssal rift. They're protecting people of Natlan.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you...
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help.
Oh.
If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Ominous.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
It's a Fatui camp.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
Famous last words.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, Make sure our blind spots are covered. And support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Don't seem to be doing anything. Ah yes, so
The Fatui have
inconspicuous.
eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal.
They're in the fucking trees.
Now.
Ah yes, communication via hand signal, just thumbs up. Oh Jesus! I just noticed the fucking timer. That's a way to do stealth mission, I
Not sure
guess.
how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
Fucking quick time events in Genshin now.
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
Quickly approach the area underneath the platform. There's a weird section.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal.
Dun, dun.
Time to move.
Go! Uh-oh.
Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
That didn't take very long.
I made it! That'll show my sister.
Swapping to first person for that section. Very smart way to save on the animation budget, I guess.
Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
And this guy is just watching the capybaras. Toss out the mysterious sphere. Go ball! No! Oh, you hurt the capybaras! No!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stings!
This is not worth saving Nutlan for if the fucking capybaras have to suffer.
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already.
These two guys are just
The
vibing.
people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
What is that thing?
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
Now is not the time for sass.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at
Oh, I
hand.
love these two.
We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Because they found a way to use it, if I had to round a guess.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
Don't just announce that.
What? You'll regret that! After them!
He was still in the what is that section. Why did you announce your presence?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism.
Whatever the fuck that is.
The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber.
Aww.
I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them.
Oh, that is sweet.
Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natland. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
Next!
What am I gonna do with you?
To be fair, if God offers you a plate of your favorite cookies, you're not going to say no.
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy.
Yippee! Divine cookies!
I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
That was an ominous drum, and now there's a loading screen, so we might not get our snacks soon. Okay, never mind.
Off we go.
Bid farewell to Jaska and Koichi. Where the hell are they? Game is giving us an interesting route. Oh. Didn't even know this entrance existed. Good to know. Probably there's going to be a map expansion in this direction sometime soon. Well, it would make sense. There aren't a whole lot of other options direction-wise where we could expand to.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
I wonder if we'll meet them at some
Hey,
point.
it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
That just means 3 broken promises instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
We need you, so you need to look after yourself too.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
As a human, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Throwing some shade here, Chaska.
Who wants
Jesus.
to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never did anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Aww.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
It's probably normal for them.
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
God, I love. Why can't you be the playable one, to be honest?
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
See ya later.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Right back at ya.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right?
Probably.
Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
You and Paimon try to analyze the captain's call. Goal. You feel like you're just one step away from the answer. Ziblali.
Ahem. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Just don't get drunk again, please.
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself.
How?
Auroron came back.
Oh,
he
that's
helped the
how.
Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
Did he say anything?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. when he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm unsurprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, but some apparently raised him with ulterior motives.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable.
But if that's here, doesn't that mean that his soul currently is not
And this gem
stable?
is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No?
Nope.
Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron.
Sounds like Iron NPC or playable character we might meet sometime in the future.
Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
Smart.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can.
That is a badass answer to give.
That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
And now we're going to look into the memories and it's just like, nice try, Grandma.
That's amazing, Sweet Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
It's possible. Families disagree sometimes, but as his family, you have to do this.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
Then start crying, then start freaking out.
Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait! Who are you calling a crybaby?
Nothing.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
Sorry.
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Can we even do that?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
Paimon's right, we should be there. Should we? Seems like a pretty big breach
really
of privacy.
Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying.
Oh, don't worry. What's the worst we could find? Oh
You
god,
heard it
he's
here
naked!
I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Wee. My cabbages!
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future.
Oh, he's such a dog.
And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
With vegetables.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone. But I wouldn't go around asking too many questions.
All about that.
If you run into them, be careful.
The 3 rules, remember.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
Jesus, imagine you're just tending to your vegetables, turn around and this man is standing here while an ominous piano plays.
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
That's ominous.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
Oh. You know you're fucked when somebody knows you're spying on him, but he just ignores it because you're that little of a threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
What?
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Aw, he cares for his minions.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care?
He just doesn't give a fuck.
It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before.
Be sure to select free. Yep.
And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
Besides, we've been in constant cutscene for a while now, not like I can check.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Ah, this was before he threw down with Mabuika, huh?
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
So that's why he saved him. Interesting that he saved him before he technically joined up with him.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Oh, damn.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
Jesus.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
He's her grandson.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
Oh, damn.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined.
Capitano likes him.
Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Dum dum.
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Yeah. Wants to sacrifice himself. Oh hey, old loading screen spec, so we're probably out of the memory now. Whoop.
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Yep.
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Not the first time we dived into people's memories. Are you alright?
Of course. I'm just...
Oh, Jesus.
so mad at him.
Pyro Archon move. We have a new one.
After everything, he still can't let go of the past.
Kind of understand how he feels.
For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
He's so expressive.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me.
The face bomb.
Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's deeper plot.
It's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected.
He's serious.
This is big.
He's serious. It lines up with everything he said before, and he tried to use Dignosis for the same purpose.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Yeah, but being honest about extreme methods doesn't make the methods less extreme.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to tell Moika about this right away.
Why do I hear steps?
She needs to know about this. Now.
Let's go then. Told you it's still Act 3. Oh, but speaking of, this is probably a good point to end it for today. Now the real question is do I do this now or tomorrow? I wonder. I did get Mualani in, what was it at? I think like 25 or something? 28. I got Mualani in 28. So I do suspect that this is going to go significantly worse. Although I am already at 12 pity because I pulled a little bit to get a copy of Traverse doing another banner. To use her tomorrow. You bold of you to assume I can build a character over the course of one night. Just start, fair enough. Fair enough. Full time. It is a good spot to basically end the stream for tonight. Although, hold on. Oh hey, Collie. Neat. Although I already have her P6 apparently. Hold on. Pole whites are important after all. So we can just... Not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Whee! We can just hang out at her workshop. That should count, right? Don't forget to loot the place. Have a sit. And now we pull. It is kind of funny, because I was considering pulling on the Kazuha banner to finally have someone who can Elemental Shred. And now she comes out and finally has Elemental Shred from Geo as well. And I'm also tempted to build here as a DPS, to be honest. Hey, Collie again. Where are my Dowie and Candace at actually? Hold on. Yeah, Collie is C6. Could use some Candace constellations, I guess. Dowie doesn't really matter. Right. Okay, she can just gain a consistent heal, basically. I am also, honest to God, still kind of hoping I just one day get a random carve. Still need the lab quite desperately. Looks like nothing will be clipped this time in terms of luck. We're already at 40. Sackbow. Ah, Candace. I'll take it. I do love Candace, to be honest. She's like one of my favorite characters from Sumeru. It's just that I have absolutely no use for her. It's very upsetting, to be honest. Because it's so much wasted potential. 50. No, Candace. Who knows, maybe at C6 I'll just build her for the fun of it. Just need one more con now. Ah, still nothing. That's a little sad. I'm about to lose 50-50, that's actually gonna hurt. Sec weight sword. Come on, still nothing. Oh hey Dowie. Sure, I'll take one. There we go. Please! Wish me luck, chat.
Hello, I'm Shilonin from the Children of Echoes. If you'd like me to forge some tools for you, just let me know. But I do have quite the backlog of commissions at the moment, so even if you submit a request now, it might be a while before I get to it.
Nice, yellow aura has been obtained. And a dory too, to top things off. Didn't even bleed too much into my funds. Should be able to guarantee Chaska next patch too if I wanted. Yippee! Alrighty then. I know what I'll be doing doing for the rest of the night. I'm probably going to stream the next part of the Archon quest tomorrow. Probably, not entirely sure, might have to move it to Sunday. Depends on how EP I am. We shall see, but for now I'll have to end here. I would love to continue more, to be honest, but I do have work tomorrow, so I don't really have much of a choice, sadly. Is there anybody we can wait, though? Let me check something real quick. Ding da ding da ding. Let's wait into Damien. Damien Duet. He's a fun punk VTuber that I mostly know from Twitter. He currently seems to be he seems to have just started, so we're gonna give him a little boost. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good time. Have a fantastic night, day, whatever it may be. Please don't drink as much as Chilali did. And I will see you around next time. Bye bye! Bye bye! Whee! More hair wiggle! I finally fixed the physics so it actually works. Yee! Also, behold my new cute ending screen.